Welcome to the Changes to the Team episode for Game Week 33. Before we get on to the team selection for the upcoming game week, let's take a look at the points scored in Game Week 32. Using the free transfer to bring in Victor Valdez worked out, as Middlesbrough held Burnley to a 0-0 draw. Elsewhere in defence, Antonio Valencia was missing once again, with a minor knock, and Gareth McCauley was subbed before 60 minutes for a second game in a row, while Leighton Baines was booked and conceded twice against Leicester. But fortunately, Marcus Alonso secured some points at the back after his well-struck free kick found the back of the net in Chelsea's 3-1 win over Bournemouth. In midfield, it was the informed Dele Alli and Josh King who saved the day once again. The Spurs man opened up the scoring for his side in the 4-0 win over Watford, while Josh King scored a consolation goal for Bournemouth, his 13th goal of the season. He's now managed to score against Chelsea, Liverpool, Man United and Everton so far. Gylfi Sigurdsson suffered his 4th consecutive blank as Swansea were beaten 1-0 by West Ham. The Iceland international has produced 4 shots on target and 6 attempted assists since his last FPL return. Alexis Sanchez struggled to make an impression during the 3-0 defeat to Crystal Palace. The Arsenal forward was played out wide once again and managed just a single shot on target and 1 attempted assist during the game. As for the forwards, Sergio Aguero delivered as captain with a goal against Hull, and that's a goal in each of his last 4 Premier League games. And Romelu Lukaku led Everton to a 4-2 victory over Leicester, scoring twice from his 2 shots on target during the game. So now let's look ahead to Game Week 33. The 2 free transfers in are fairly straightforward for this game week. Harry Kane will come in following his return from injury, with a home game against Bournemouth up next for the Spurs striker. The informed Wilfried Zaha will also make his way into the team after picking up 2 assists in his man of the match performance against Arsenal on Monday night. It's tempting to lose Alexis Sanchez to fund the moves, with Arsenal having won just 1 of their last 5 games. However, the fixtures are still okay for Arsenal, and there is a double game week for them in either Game Week 35 or 36, so it may be worth holding on to him for a little bit longer. Instead, it's unfortunately the informed Sergio Aguero who will make way for Harry Kane. It's a move that could backfire, but the Spurs man will provide a long-term option, and he also has the better fixture this game week too. Tom Carroll will also make way. The Swansea man has served his purpose as a 5th midfielder, but now it's time to move on to a more solid option in Wilfried Zaha, to open up the possibility of a 3-5-2 formation in the weeks coming up to the Game Week 36 wildcard. Here's how the team will look after making those changes. Lee Grant will come back into the starting lineup for Stoke's home fixture against Hull. In defence, Antonio Valencia has missed the last 2 Premier League games with a knock, but looks set to recover to face Chelsea. If not, Gareth McCauley will be ready to step up from the bench. It will either be Josh King or Andy Carroll who drops to the bench from the front 8 players. The Bournemouth forward is currently getting the nod due to his form and fitness, but if Andy Carroll looks set to start against Sunderland, it will be tempting to bring him into the starting lineup instead. For captaincy, the obvious contenders this week are of course Romelu Lukaku and Harry Kane. Spurs have taken maximum points from their last 6 Premier League games and have scored a total of 18 goals in the process, more than any other team in the league. Everton are ranked joint 2nd for goals scored over the same period, with a tally of 15 goals. Both strikers come into this game having scored 6 goals in their last 6 games, with very similar underlying stats, but there is perhaps a slight issue regarding the fitness of the Spurs striker, who only recovered from injury last game week and is yet to complete 90 minutes since his return. Aside from fitness, it's a case of whether you want to go for the safe option in Romelu Lukaku, who is owned by over 45% of managers, or for the differential option in Harry Kane, with an ownership of around 10% at present. It's a very close call, but it's the Everton striker wearing the armband for the FPLtips team as things stand, although that may yet change. So as always, be sure to follow FPLtips on Twitter for the confirmed team and captaincy selection, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if you've enjoyed the video.